Ooh. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs. I am your host, Mr. Martin Twiffer, and I am joined by the founder of the Neck Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator of pre-orders, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toy Fair, Jarmar_Games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over. The man Optimus Prime popped and he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the Master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking this show off the rails, Nate. How are you guys doing? That's going to be in Jamar's nightmares.
Normally I'd say fine, but, you know, I'm not going to lie to the people on air. I'm a little annoyed. You know?
To find out why Jarmar is annoyed, tune in to this Friday's episode of the podcast on youtube.com/Modern Toy Fair. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it's last week's episode, so you need to catch up. Oh my god, that was one of my favorite episodes we've ever done. It's always
pretty good.
It's always the weird ones that get me.
Yep.
Oh,
it's a fun time.
It's a blast for at least 2 out of 3 of us.
Yep.
But we are here to show you all the wonderful things we did or did not buy. So let's do the numbers game and get right into it, especially since we are, 25-ish minutes late.
It's worth it, I would say, I guess.
Oh, for me, it was 1,000% worth it. I would have done an extra review to fill in the gap on YouTube for Wednesday's algorithmic, position if it meant we missed this because of that episode. It was amazing. All right. What's our number range?
Let's go with, we're going to say 1 through 100.
1 through 100. Okay.
Ooh. Opening that Sprite back up there. I don't know why suddenly I'm tired.
I mean, that episode did take a lot out of you. I mean,
it's almost like you got beat by some kind of beast man.
He's definitely not a beast man.
Oh my god.
I can't. My brain is not even working at this point, so I'm just gonna write down random numbers.
If his paper says beast man on it, I'm gonna cry. Or number man.
We should have did what we were thankful for. Since it's Thanksgiving,
but we have to determine who was thankful for the best thing to get to go first.
That
I was just gonna say
naming conventions are too much fun.
I was thankful that Jarmar was putting way too much thought into these names after I made the same mistake the first time before we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thankful that I get to go to bed soon.
You're not wrong about that one.
Oh my god. Whew. All right. I am ready. See what got that one.
Man.
Do you know this one?
There was like 30 different black guys in Master Universe. It's not Sunman.
There was only one. It's not Sunman.
Wait, was it?
It's not part of Sunman. Clamp Champ's it.
Yeah, Clamp Champ's the only one.
Wait, I thought there was
Sunman.
another one that. Oh, wait, the Sophisticated Tour. What was the Falcon or?
That dude was
Stratosphere?
blue.
Yeah, he's got.
I thought he was wearing
fur.
a suit.
No, that's his fur.
Oh, he's gray, not blue. My bad.
See, if you look at his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fair. I will give you that.
That's why, and it's like a cool beard with glasses. I think they may have thought this guy was black, but maybe he's a blackbird. I should have said blackbird.
All right. I mean, maybe,
I've been closer than your guess of guessing a character that wasn't even in there.
Jake's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Yeah, so I have my number.
Yeah, me too. I had my number for a few minutes now.
Oh,
all
okay.
right. 3, 2.
Oh shit, I didn't have it by hand.
1.
I don't know if you can see it, but I just did number 33.
I did 6 to 9.
Oh, okay, cool. Another baseball one. Guess what? I'll go first anyways. I don't have anything.
Oh my god, the salt is so real. So I have quite a bit this week because first I bought something specifically for the channel because someone requested it for Let's Pose, and then I got some stuff in that I was supposed to get in last week, and then I got a couple things that I didn't expect to get. It's been a week, and I got more coming now because everything's like starting to convert. But the first thing is someone wanted me to do a Let's Pose video of the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends Captain America. Someone picked him up, so that way I can do that. Surprisingly a cool figure. Probably won't keep him because I'm waiting for the Mafex one, but and because his shield has those holes in it, which I think is dumb that they didn't do something that you could like fill those with.
Why do they have holes in them?
Oh, so that's the cool part. Fuck. I don't know if I can reach it from here. Give me 1 second. Oh god.
Oh, does it have like effects?
So
maybe like a stand.
I only have was able to reach one of the things, but so it has effects that attach to it. The ones I really like are the bullet ricochet effects, but I can't get to those. But you get like that.
Oh, okay.
So it's a cool
thought.
thought.
You would always have that in there, right? You?
Well, no, because if you just want them like normal, then you wouldn't have that on there. Like it.
But if I have a dynamic action figure and I want to pose it cool, you would want to have those effects in there.
Exactly. Yeah. But a simple solution would have been having like a piece that, because those holes go all the way through, like that. Just have a piece that plugs in there with the red and white, so it fills that in when you're not using it. So you have the option of both instead of just being like, it sucks, because apparently this shield is the biggest one they've done of this style shield. So people were like kind of disappointed that it had those holes, so they couldn't just use it as his normal shield. So
can anyone make a request and things that you have to pose?
Only people who watch the videos.
Oh, okay. Shit, I'm out.
Yeah. Then I bought this because at work it was the only one left, and I panicked. And that is the Marvel Legends Thanos, just because I really like the way this one looks, and I usually get the big beefy boys in Marvel Legends just because I know it's gonna be a long ass time before Mafex does them. After that, if you remember me discussing my turmoil of, should I buy an extra beast because I've got the one that's going to go on the wall, I've got the one that I was posing, but I kind of like him in the coat with all the lab gear, but I also want him up on the shelf with the X-Men fighting the Sentinel. Well, Big Bad Toyster made that decision for me, so I've got a third beast.
You guys really ought to turn on that pile of loot thing. It really does help.
Well, here's the problem is, so normally on my original account, I had my old card that doesn't work, that's deactivated. So that way I just get a notification saying, hey, your payment failed. And I could be like, cool, what was it? And then cancel it. Well, because I made the kayfabe account to try to get past the whole, you canceled stuff so you get stuff last, I didn't do that because I thought it was going to be stuff that I get from, like I was going to 100% get from them, until I realized that my work usually gets it before them. And yeah, so it just came through one day. And I had another one today that came through, but I was at least excited about that one because we hadn't gotten that one in, and there's no sign of us getting it in anytime soon. But the other two things I've got, one of them I was super excited for because I have been staring at it on Ringside Collectibles for a while, but I was like, no, I don't want to give them my money because I hate them. And two, they charge ridiculous amounts for shipping, so I'll wait for it to hit retail. And I waited, and I waited, and I just was like, I'll probably never see it, but whatever. And then today I was at Walmart getting some things, and it was just there on the shelf. I'm like, cool. So I got myself an AEW MJF figure because he is probably one of my favorite wrestlers currently wrestling. He is really good on the mic and says some real ridiculous shit. So that is why he is very popular and why I like him. Now, this last thing was very exciting and very unexpected as well. So we talked about Beast and, the wall that is going to be started here soon with the retro figures. Well, there was one glaring missing piece to the puzzle of my core X-Men team that are out so far in the Jim Lee 90s comic style. And that was Storm. And Jarmar was like, I have her, but she's open. And I was like, damn. And I've been, hemming and hawing because I didn't want to pay for shipping and risk, her coming destroyed, because I've had very bad experiences with retro figures being shipped from people. But then a local comic book shop posted their like Black Friday stuff, and this was on the wall. And I messaged him and was like, listen, I work on Black Friday, so I'm not going to be able to come to the stores, or I will pay full price. I don't care. I just really need her, and if she's in good condition, I'd rather buy it there, so I know it's in good condition versus risking the shipping. And he was nice enough to give me 20% off, even because it was going to be 50% off on Friday. And so I now have my retro carded Marvel Legends Storm, and I'm so happy that I can quit just going on eBay and watching these over and over and over again, and finally start to hang these up underneath the X-Men prints that you can barely see when you watch these videos.
He was gonna sell that for 50% off.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's terrible.
Yeah, because I think he was gonna have 50% off like everything, like all action figures and like normal comics, and then he was gonna have other deals for like specific things in the store. But yeah, so like he was like, yeah, I'll pull it aside. It'll be sitting free behind the counter. Just come in. It'll be 20% off. I'm like, oh well, I didn't expect a discount, but thank you. So I ended up paying $20 for it. So he didn't even have it at like full markup of what it was on eBay. So I was super excited.
Not bad. Yeah.
But that's all I got. So now that we know Jarmar has nothing, I guess Nate, you're up.
Yeah, I have a few things. The funny thing is, I bought nothing at retail. So
Ouch.
all of this was pre-orders.
Oh, I thought you meant like you didn't pay retail price. I was like, fuck.
No.
That's a savage way to start. You're like, I got fucked in the ass aggressively.
Nope. None of this stuff was something I purchased at a retail store. In fact, I believe everything in here was a pre-order. So, but it's cool. So the first thing I'm going to show off is a little exclusive, and it came when I ordered the Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 4K bundle. You got this exclusive Good Guy doll.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That's
Burnt
really
to
cool.
a crisp.
He's had a rough day.
Yeah. So he's actually got this burned box look, which is very cool. And then if you pop him open on the bottom, which I did, you can pull him out. He's the vintage style, like with the cloth, but he is the burnt Chucky.
That's really cool.
Damn.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Oh shit! The Action Toys channel is rating into us with 3 people. So thank you for rating us, and welcome everybody. This is our weekly live stream where we go over our purchases and just do a quick recap before Nate gets too far. Jarmar has nothing. I had Marvel Legends Thanos. I had, where else was it? Shit, I shouldn't have thrown everything on the ground. Fuck. Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Captain America. I had my 3rd Retro Beast. I had an AEW MJF. And then the thing I've been looking for quite some time, the retro carded Storm in the white costume. So, just to catch everyone up so that way anyone who rated in doesn't miss out. But thank you guys for joining us. And then, sorry, Nate, back to where you were.
No problem. I showed off Burnt Chucky. So that was a Shout Factory NECA exclusive. The next is a little Shop Disney exclusive, or Shop Disney and Disney theme parks. I did not want to miss out on this. I don't buy a lot of reaction anymore, except when they are exceptional and something I've wanted ever since I was a kid. And I have the first Willow figure. I love me some Willow. And we never got a proper toy line. So this is the exclusive. This comes with Willow and the Allura baby. So the retail version of Willow will be this same figure, but it just won't have Allura in there.
So is it a sin that I've never seen this movie?
I wouldn't say it's a sin. I mean, it definitely, I can see why it passed you by, because I think it was like 1988 is when it came out. But it's really fun. It's Lucasfilm. It's Ron Howard directing, Val Kilmer, Warwick Davis. It's a fun.
I mean, a lot of people seem to love it, but I just like,
movie.
yeah, I just never watched it.
The upcoming Disney Plus series it's like a sequel to it, and it looks awesome. So I can't wait. And so yeah, I'm a big Willow fan. I mean, I was 10 when this came out, and it was awesome. I wanted these so badly, and they look great. They don't look as, I don't think they're as crappy as the other reaction stuff. I mean, they're still
that 5
actually
looks really good.
Yeah, so I'm excited for these to continue, because there's 2 waves announced, but this one was the exclusive, so I did get that. Oops.
You think that's where Will and Jada got their name for Willow Smith? Is that
no? Because I think they just went on plays on their own names.
You never know. They might be huge fans of Willow.
You should tweet Will Smith and ask him.
Is that okay now? I don't know if that's.
Get my daughter's name out your mouth.
He opens up my door.
Just goes and smacks you.
Slaps the shit out of me. Dude, that would be
that would, we'd go fucking, we'd have like so many views if that happened. I'd just clip that and that'd just be it. The entire episode would be scrapped. It would just be that 30 seconds.
Oh my god. No, I was talking about the movie.
So I had talked about how I had gotten rid of my what you commoners would call Power Rangers for my Sentai team.
Wow.
Because I know.
Wow.
Yeah. But I finally got the yellow male Power Ranger body as my Sentai, and then I was quickly trying to gather them back. I got a lot of the reissues that were coming out and was able to complete the team with the exception of the Black Ranger. And I looked on Amazon and I forgot there was a new one coming next year. It had a different human face because it was a different actor playing it. Mm-hmm. So they re-released it, refreshed it that way. So I ordered it. Like I said, it was supposed to come out in March. It showed up yesterday.
The thing I'm getting next week was supposed to come out in March as well. So
yeah. So apparently that's the situation right now. But it's awesome. So here is the Black Jew Ranger, or like I said, you heard it.
Yep.
Maybe not Listen, specifically with that Power Ranger. It's only been like a week or so.
I added the Jew.
Like
there's a Jew.
Like a sauce, like a
like so it's
the Black.
The worst part is like this would be like gold to like clip to put on like TikTok or something, but I can't because we'd get canceled.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be canceled. I'm just trying to say it how it's said. But I spent last night posing up all my Super Sentai figures in awesome, exaggerated, poses. Like this one. My only complaint with this one, it's awesome if you're a Power Rangers fan and you get, I think his name is Adam. I could be wrong. I don't totally know, but I think that's who was the Black Ranger after Zach.
Okay.
So you get that was the refresh part. He comes with another weapon that came with a cool effects piece, but he does not come with his like axe hatchet thing that he's supposed that the other one came with. So that's kind of a bummer. So I can only have him using his blaster because I don't. The other weapon.
Well, you know
is not
what?
a Sentai
Jarmar
weapon.
has a habit of wanting to throw away his accessories. You could probably get the
so
one from his Donatello. Black
Actually,
Ranger.
They're all posed with their.
Oh, that's impressive. Is he posed with the blaster one or the long one? Because Donatello came with 2. He came with the bow staff style axe, and he came with the like blaster axe.
I think I have the blaster axe in there, unless the other one's on his back. Or it's probably in the back with the rest, like the helmets.
It's okay. I'll figure something out. But
I'll check it. I'll check it.
So then, this is not a toy, but it is definitely toy adjacent. I got. I thought I was going to get the first issue, but I guess I didn't. So I got the second one as part of my subscription. But I have the all new Toy Collector magazine.
Oh, I'm jealous. I keep forgetting to sign up for it.
Yeah, so I just got it today. So it looks awesome. It really looks like a lot of fun, a lot of really good articles and
it
cool
almost
stuff
looks
on
too
here.
nice.
Yeah. It's real glossy. It came with like a resealable plastic cover on it. But yeah, it
Yeah,
looks like
'cause
something fun that I'll
collective
actually
thing.
like to read and have articles about stuff that you know.
So here's my question: is it like Toy Fair where it has like some like here's stuff that's coming out, or is it strictly just like
Um,
articles like Playboy without the
yeah,
titties kind of thing?
I think so. I think it's got some. Yeah, like there's some stuff up front. It's like that. It's like new stuff up front, and
Um,
then
And then it gets into
you
the
know,
articles telling you like, oh, here's
yeah,
interviews with so and so, and okay,
yeah. And here's like an article about that Toxic Crusaders Peludo
okay.
figure. That so stuff like that.
So that was my
So yeah,
hesitation. Is I was worried it was just going to
yeah,
be like nothing but interviews. I'm like, listen, guys, even now, 20
you just
years
want
later, I'm
pictures.
just gonna get this for the pictures. So
yeah. See, I'm into that kind of stuff because I've always liked that kind of stuff. So that's
I mean, it's
that's
cool
my
if
thing.
if it was like a YouTube channel and I could watch or listen to them talk to these people on it. I have a
Basically, you know, like
remedial
What
English
about you taking
level.
a dump, Michael? You can't read a
oh no,
art
that's for
magazine.
TikTok.
Yeah,
I'll
that's for
answer that.
Oh,
TikTok.
okay.
That's for TikTok.
All
That's
right.
where I watch funny TikToks and send them to Jarmar and Wes.
All right. So because my Target orders got canceled, my good pal Chucky B had put in an order over a year ago for the GI Joe Classified Tiger Force and Python Patrol, and 2 of the 3 initially shipped. So I got those. So I have the Python Patrol Battle Android.
Ooh, that's a cool little effect there.
That actually comes from the Power Ranger. So
Oh, never mind
I
then.
sold that. Well, because I wasn't going to use that weapon, so I'm like,
That's
well,
fair.
somebody better get this. So yeah, you'd have to get the Power Ranger to do that. I will be replacing his front chest piece that says Python Patrol like it's a T-shirt, with my little clear Cobra ones that I have that I bought off a customizer on eBay. I bought 5 of them, gave 2 to somebody, and then I wasn't going to army build bats, but then I realized I'm like, oh well, they're releasing more versions, so I'll just put them on there. So I have that one, and then what I think is already contender for figure of the year, at least as far as mainline. Well, not
Oh
well.
yeah,
This
we've
isn't
got that
exactly
coming up, don't
mainline.
we? I forgot about Festivus.
Yeah, this is actually this is an exclusive, so I don't even know if I could count it there. But this is one of the coolest figures. And speaking of T-shirts that show off your team affiliation, I do have my Tiger Force Outback.
Oh, that's cool.
This thing is awesome.
He looks
Like
fucking
he
dope.
is so badass. Yeah, he's got a removable little flashlight, knife that he's holding onto, pistol, awesome backpack, web gear, and this cool machine gun. The really cool thing about this figure, so Outback as a character was in the original '87 line, and I don't know, '88 or '89 in Europe, or was it? Yeah, it was in Europe. They made this Tiger Force figure, and they made his red hair white and his shirt orange with the tiger on it, and it's amazing. And I love this version, and this figure is so cool. I always liked Outback, even as a kid, and just thought so. He's like a survival expert, and he is just awesome.
Yeah, I've seen people post him, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I like this one way better than the ginger one.
Yep. He just looks like a grizzled old man, and it's awesome.
You
All
see
right,
Befuddled,
so-
Jamar? Are you trying to guess his name? He's
Outback
not
was
Beastman.
from.
Yeah.
No, Outback,
Outback.
is from.
The steakhouse.
yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
So I didn't know this was coming until I got the shipping notification, and I was pleasantly surprised. I ordered this. I think it was around San Diego time, or was it? No, it was PulseCon. So it was another PulseCon. I don't know. I don't remember anymore when this stuff gets ordered. But the GI Joe Classified Serpentor set came in. First of all, just look at this packaging. This is amazing. This slides off. I didn't really know how to open the actual thing itself, so it's a little messed up on
Whoa,
mine. but that's
the
okay.
Cobra logo looks like a gene. Like
Right, it's supposed to.
Helix?
Because
Okay.
this is Serpentor, and Serpentor is created from like 8 or 9.
Oh,
of the
he's the
world's
one who's
most-
like got like
Right.
Hitler and Alex the Great and all that shit.
I mean, I don't think Hitler's in there.
Oh, I
But,
assumed he would be.
Yeah,
Why
Alexander
wouldn't
the
he be?
Great, Attila the Hun, parts of Sergeant Slaughter. But then, it opens up and there's this cool thing, and the figure would
Oh,
be
that's
in
cool.
there, and all his accessories would be in there. But I opened him, and he is stellar. I mean, he's figure of the year automatically, but it's also just because he's massive, and this thing is the level of detail on this thing is just so awesome.
Oh,
Dude,
damn.
that fucking glider though.
Yeah. So the air chariot is awesome, but I mean, the figure itself
That's
is
cool.
awesome. It comes with two different cowl pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I was talking about last time, you can have like the more vintagey style where it's two separate pieces. You have the hood and then the helmet topper, and then I went for this more modern look as well. He also comes with a gauntlet that you can switch out for like blades that are extended. He also comes with a snake and then a straightened out snake if you've ever seen the movie. And he comes with this great staff. So yeah, and then I don't know if you can see on camera, but the soft goods cape has like a
Oh, it's
weird
soft goods?
texture design. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
it
got
has,
like the
like, a
snake
weird-
scales.
Yes.
That's dope.
So yes, Jarmar, this is Serpentor.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Seems like, they figured out how to name characters.
Yeah, they did a better job. I will
That was one of
agree
the
to
ones that we weren't recording for, right?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
I think so. So that unfortunately that joke dies with us.
Yeah, but yeah, this figure is just amazing.
Okay.
There's enough there to satisfy
Oh, that
people who
that
just want them to
fucking
look
cloak
vintage. Yeah. The downside, like, I understand because this thing was like $80-$90. That is a lot of money, and I get it. But having it in hand and opening it and playing with it, I don't feel ripped off. It is too much. I get it. It's too much. That's a lot of money to spend on a toy. But
Yeah.
this thing is so cool, and it's so well done, and it hits just all kinds of cool things. Like even the mouth on the snake, it opens up and reveals another gun. So like you can
Oh,
actually
shit.
close this.
That's cool.
You can have it fully closed if you want to. I'm not even the world's biggest Serpentor fan. I always thought it was kind of corny in the cartoon, like because he was made up of all those different people and stuff like that. But if you just kind of lean into the corniness of it, it's just so amazing. Here it is, the Cobra Emperor that they made from a bunch of dead guys. Like, okay, yeah.
I mean, it's a cool fucking
Rad.
origin story to be like, hey, we're gonna take all the evil conquerors of the world and
blend
just use them to
into one.
create a super soldier.
Yeah, basically to lead Cobra. Yeah, and he's got this. I mean, we don't get a lot of vehicles in classified because I mean, look, this was originally a small ass vehicle. This thing is now massive. So,
Jake wants to know: are there people that are big fans of Serpentor?
yes,
Is that
and I'm starting to become one because of this.
Because of that figure.
Yes, it's so good. The only thing that's downside about it is that because it's exclusive, it was difficult to get. I would imagine, although it has not yet been confirmed, that at least the figure, I would think it's still coming out in some capacity.
Probably no
without
soft
the
goods.
chariot. Yeah.
Yeah, without.
So maybe if nothing else, he gets released on a retro card, which sort of doesn't make sense because he always came with this air chariot, even the vintage figure. It was like a small priced, mini vehicle. So it used to retail for $6.99.
How the tables have turned.
Just saying. Although, if I should have grabbed it because he's not that far away, but if you compare it to the vintage one, this one looks so ridiculously better.
Oh, I bet.
It's so much more detailed.
Yeah.
Unlike other toy lines that get modern remakes that look exactly the same.
Ooh. Man.
Shots fired.
Just every week to double and tripling down.
I'm gonna end up comparing. But it's beautiful.
That we did discuss that as I need to write that down so I don't forget. We did discuss that as an episode. Nate tells the difference between the Playmates versus the Super 7 Turtles.
And I'll do that with at least some of these GI Joe Classified. So, but yeah, I'm very happy. I actually really like my Black Ranger. He's awesome. I'm bummed he doesn't have his axe, but oh well. I wasn't gonna make the super weapon anyway because that's dumb. We didn't really talk. Well, we didn't talk about it on the show at all. But I think we should, recognize the passing of Jason David Frank. We didn't want to do two bummer episodes in a row.
Yeah.
As well as we don't really collect. I mean, I'm the only one that really collects Power Rangers per se, and it's not even for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
So it really didn't make sense for us to do that. But I think at this point we should acknowledge that.
Yes. Wasn't it Saturday night? It trickled out that there were rumors of his death, and then Sunday morning it was confirmed. So it is very sad, and especially just so like right after losing Kevin Conroy to lose another major
Right.
part of our childhoods, well, some of our
Right.
childhoods. And like as a kid, I was a huge Power Rangers kid. The fact that I don't collect Power Rangers is kind of surprising to me because I had like if it was second only to like maybe like Batman and Ninja Turtles. They went like those and then Power Rangers. I had the figures. I like flipped their heads and shit. I had I had some of the Zords. The only thing I think I didn't have was the Zordon like playset. Like that one of the neighbor kids that like I'd play with had it, and I was always like, "Damn, this is so cool! I really want this." And but I was like, I have all the other characters. I had like a bunch of the villains and some of the transforming like things, and even going into like later in the series because he didn't just play the White Ranger and the Green Ranger. He showed up multiple times.
Oh yeah,
as, like the Red Ranger again, and then.
He was Red Ranger in Zeo. He was not the Blue Ranger in Turbo. Maybe he was the Red Ranger again.
I think it was the
he
Red
was
Ranger
also
in Turbo,
and he was also in one of the Ninja related seasons. He was the Black Ranger.
Yeah.
I forget which one that was.
Was it Ninja or was it the Dino ones?
It could have been the Dino one.
I think it was the Dino one.
Is there a Ninja Dino one?
Probably. I mean, technically they are ninjas, so it is.
Yeah.
That seems like a missed opportunity if there's not Ninja Dino.
Yeah, because I know he's popped up multiple times. I never personally like went up to meet him, but I'd seen him at cons every time I'd be there, and he would always just do everything he could to make it an incredible experience for the fans.
I have only heard great things about fans meeting him, so it's a real sad day.
Yeah, especially so young, because like it's not like listen.
He was like 5 years older than me.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy was getting a little older. He was still too young to have passed, and he obviously had his illness he was dealing with. But yeah, this was a situation where he was in his 40s. He wasn't. He was like nowhere near the end of the road. So it's just very sad to hear about his passing. But yeah, I'd be at cons and he'd be standing on his table taking videos for his social media, like including the fans in the videos and stuff. And he was just, always so full of life at these conventions. So to hear the things that are coming out in regards to his passing, it's really kind of eye opening. Yeah. And I want to make sure to just let everybody know if you're, no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. Find someone to talk to, and if you don't have anyone in your life that you can reach out to, there are places like the hotlines and stuff like that you can reach out to as well. So it's just you're not alone. Just remember that. And there's not really a good way to segue from that to anything. So I think we're gonna close the episode out on that very sad note. If you're still here from the raid, please feel free to follow us if you enjoyed this. Also check us out, youtube.com/Modern Toy Fair. We have a weekly podcast, reviews. I do videos where I show people how to pose figures. We have top 10 lists, all sorts of ridiculous stuff. So check those out.
Like naming Motu figures.
Yes, this Friday's episode is me and Jarmar trying to guess Motu figures that Nate is showing us, and we both were 90s kids who did not grow up with Masters of the Universe. Check Jarmar out, or follow us Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. Check Jarmar out, metal.tv/Jarmar Games. Nate, what you got?
This week I'll do another recommendation. Last week I recommended the movie X. This week I watched its prequel, Pearl. So I liked X. I loved Pearl. I highly recommend it. It's really, really good. My only complaint is that it did not come out on 4K UHD. I had to buy the Blu-ray, and it is a gorgeous looking movie as far as colors and just the overall look of it, the way it's shot. So that was a bummer not to be able to see it in 4K, but it's still it's great. It's really good. Something different, and I liked it way more than X, even though it is connected. So, yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I like this.
That girl is a talent. I'll say that.
I like that on the podcast, you come up with new things on here. You do movie recommendations. It's a good way to to break
balance it out.
Yeah.
Well, and I'll tell
Probably
you,
easier for you too.
I'll have to see about next week if I finish it and what I think. But I got about, I don't know, I think a third of the way through Rise of the TMNT movie on Netflix.
Okay. I know the movie.
And I'm having a good time with it.
I'll have to look it up and watch it because.
How do you not know? I remember definitely talking to you about it in our group chat with Wesley.
No, I knew it was. I knew it was coming out, but I didn't know when it was.
Oh yeah, man!
I didn't know it was already out. I assumed it was like still like we got that trailer like a couple months ago, and I hadn't heard anything since aside from when we were talking about like how like I'll watch the movie because the trailer in the movie actually made it look good. Like it
was good.
So
I'm interested. Like I don't think I've really watched the show much. The character dynamics are definitely different. So Leonardo is definitely not what I expected, and I can't. It just takes me a minute as an old Turtle fan, literally and figuratively. It takes a little adjusting, but I dig it, and it doesn't help that it's John Ralphio, or it doesn't hurt that it's John Ralphio. So, yeah, having a good time with it.
But listen, as I said, Jarmar, as I said, I was probably gonna watch the movie because the trailer like made it look interesting because they were gonna lose the powers and all that, and it looked like it was gonna be a little more serious, a little less for kids. So,
well, don't watch it.
Oh no! I'm gonna be very. They get their powers back in the first 5 minutes.
None of the Ninja Turtles was like, I don't know where everyone.
2012 was very much so. They towed the line. You can't tell me that those stories in 2012. I have.
Watch it again.
I'm literally getting the full fucking complete series here in a week from Amazon.
I think there was maybe some moments that were a little bit more like heavier tones because they do deal with some certain things, but like
they kill Splinter twice.
Yes, I understand that, but this is a little bit darker at a certain point, but it's still the same kind of charisma is what I'm trying to say. This show has a little bit more on display, but I think it's the same charisma and energy as the 2012 series, but it doesn't get to that point because it's going in a different direction. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's also tough to compare because that 2012 series is
again still probably one of my favorite, but like 2012 is right here and Rise is like right here because I just love how their connection of the characters. They seem to be. It just embodies the teenage of. It's
not just another retelling of the same dynamics.
It seems like what only one everybody wants. That's all everyone wants. Just give me my
again, Jarmar. That's what I've been talking about. That's why I talk about new and shiny and wanting that same old vintage nostalgia. Yeah, you got the people that just want it to be the same, and we like new and shiny, and we like different stuff. I guess.
Give me the same.
I think for me, it's not so much I want a rehash. If anything, I want them to start doing animated movies based on like the IDW stuff. That's what.
So you want that story over,
and I'm fine with that because
continuation. Because that's an older telling, and it's for adults. It's for the fans that have been around a long time. It's two different things.
Yeah. It's for the fans that have been around for a long time who are now adults, but it's not for adults. That's the clarification that I want to make. Because like it's not like they're out here like, oh fuck. Oh, I gotta kill this guy.
Well, no, but there's sometimes where you can tell where they are marketing to the adults.
And when you say IDW, you mean up to like issue like 100 or so, because you're not talking about the current.
I haven't read it since.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want that.
Showed up.
You don't want that. Well, she's a great character though.
I've heard she's great, but like I stopped reading shortly after they got past 100.
Yes, it is a snore fest. I don't know if it changed. I'm probably like 10.
But even then, if they're gonna do start doing like animated movies like DC does based on that, like that gives us 7 or 8. We
got our Dark Turtles, Batman versus the TMNT. TMNT. That was as dark as they were gonna go.
We're not gonna discuss.
You probably didn't like that either.
I didn't like that because I just didn't like the animation. That was
you know what I mean? Like you can't make Michael happy.
No, I just because I was expecting when they announced it, I was expecting it to look like the comic books, and then it had its like this like weird, like it felt like it was a Saturday morning cartoon like animation with this super dark tone. I'm like, pick a fucking lane, bro.
God forbid have Saturday night, because it was made for adults who
It was-
fucking grew up on it,
but-
and then they just shit on it. And so they're like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna make a show for kids. And then adults get mad that it's not for them. You can't make turtle fans happy, and I fucking hate it.
You can't make anyone happy. So because it's like that with every fandom. It's not just turtles. Like Star
Embarrassing
Wars,
me as a turtle fan. Jeez. Oh, I think
Turtles,
turtle fans are
Marvel,
almost as
DC,
worse than Star
like-
Wars. Like, one person can't be a fucking leader forever. Like, can we please just change it up and make it a little bit fresh? And it makes so much more sense of why Raph is the leader. And I hate Raphael, but it makes sense in Rise.
is it just because
makes
he's
so
the
much
big
sense.
beefy boy and he's like, I'll beat your ass
Because
if you
he's
try to take it from me?
technically the oldest, and he's getting pushed into this role that he really doesn't want to do. And Leo is just really unsure of himself right now. He's just not automatically like this confident leader, and he tries, but at the same time, he has to learn how to lead. He just isn't a leader out of the womb. Like, God, just watch the fucking show. I'm just saying. Oh my!
I
goodness.
kept telling you and Wes, tell me an episode when it starts to like get into actual story and not just fucking episode of the week bullshit. Because I watched
What?
at least
All
10
of that matters.
episodes and I
Dude,
couldn't do
you
it.
watch 35 seasons of The Flash. You can get through one
I
season
didn't watch
of-
35 seasons of The Flash. I stopped after
Okay, you
after
watched
Arrow
35
died.
seasons of Green Arrow. It's, at a point, it was like, I don't even know what's happening anymore. There's just people in the streets. He doesn't even have a bow and arrow, and his name's Arrow. He's a Green Arrow. He doesn't even have a bow. Like, what is going
Actually,
on
at
in
that
this show?
point, he was what was it they were calling him? Because he took over as the head of the dragon for Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
oh, just,
So he was no longer the Arrow or Green Arrow.
just suck it up and watch. It's like 20 episodes, and they're like 15 minutes
It's
long.
gotta be more than 20, because that means I'm halfway through it and it still didn't like get past the
Yeah, it might be like
the
30
flavor
something,
of
but
the week stories.
and it like kind of like bleeds in. It doesn't have like a this is the end of the season. It just kind of stops, and then the new season starts, because I think Nickelodeon did something weird with like, were we gonna stop doing the show? No, we're gonna keep doing it, because the second season isn't as long as the first season, but it's probably 35 episodes, maybe 40. They're like 15 minutes. Just watch it. That's it. It's better than Teen Titans Go. That's all I'll say.
That's a fucking low bar to set. That's like literally saying it's better than a dog turd on your chest.
That's probably a bad example if you don't like
Oh, I
anything
hate
that's
Teen.
happy.
I hate.
You
Teen
probably
Titans
don't like
Go.
Animaniacs either.
Oh, I loved Animaniacs, but that's because it's supposed to be fun.
I can't. It's more frustrating than naming fucking multiple characters. It's just more frustrating. God.
Meanwhile, Nate's just like, I just want to go to bed. Can you two shut the
Yeah,
fuck
I don't
up?
even know if we're live or not.
Oh, we're
I'm
still
just
live.
gonna-
It's starting because I didn't get a chance
Oh.
to finish closing it out before
I'm
you were like, watch motherfucking Rise, motherfuckers! Turtle fans are a bunch of bitches!
Just cry, baby. Jeez. Oh my goodness.
But anyway, we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same toy fair channel. Thank you for watching.
That works.